Welcome to NFL. Here's your host, Dames Marvs.
What's up, gentlemen? What's up, live viewers? Let me give you all a second to get here. And while I chew my, you know what? Joe Rogan's full of shit, you guys. These energy and focus gum and mints, they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing. They don't give you no focus. And they're like $30. It's $30.
Just get Adderall.
Wow. For 90 pieces, $30.
Just get Adderall.
It's ridiculous.
What a rip. What a rip. Anyway, we got a big show, guys. All right. It's week 18 right now.
Whew.
We are coming up on the last week of the season, and the news couldn't be more crazy. I don't even know where to begin. Let's start in the AFC West. All right?
Yep.
Pete Carroll comes into the Raiders. They suck. He made a lot of the choices for the front office, and not a lot of them were right choices. The most recent one that I want to run by you guys, and I don't know that you know this or not, but the Raiders have decided, as of last week, to shut down Max Crosby.
Yep.
He ain't happy about it.
Nope.
He left the facility. He's been posting videos on his social media of him playing basketball, which is kind of a slap in the face because the reason that they shut him down was because he's injured too much to play. Well, he's out there playing whatever, every other sport on the planet. Here's the thing. You lose to the Chiefs on this coming weekend. You get the first pick of the draft. They've had 3 coaches in 3 years. The one they fired, the one they replaced interim, and now Pete Carroll. If they fire Pete Carroll, they're looking at a 4th coach in 4 years. I know Pete Carroll probably came in and said, I can't fix your organization in 1 year.
He did.
I'm not Mike Vrabel, right? I don't even think Mike Vrabel should have said he could have fixed New England in a year. I think that's kind of a shock to everybody else as well. But Pete Carroll should have said, I need 2 years. But here's the deal. You have the first pick of the draft. Your best player's probably going to request a trade. And if you pick a quarterback, do you really want a coach as old as Pete Carroll who you don't know how long he's got left to start with a new quarterback?
You asking me?
I think if you're going to... I mean, what do you guys think? If you're going to pick a quarterback with the first pick of the draft, you can't have Pete Carroll as your head coach anymore.
Okay.
Go ahead, Frankie.
Here's my take on it. And Pete Carroll did, in fact, say, listen, you got to give me a couple years. This place is a mess. Is he back next year? I don't know. I mean, you got Tom Brady, who's a majority owner. How much majority does he own? Is he able to make those sort of decisions? I just don't think he had a fair chance. The Davises have had that franchise screwed up for so long. It's like getting rid of that wart that won't go away. You can only freeze it so many times, it comes back every time. So I just think that it's the Raiders organization. I think they're sitting Crosby just so the dude doesn't get hurt and he has a good offseason. I don't know exactly what's going on behind closed doors there, but it's not good.
T.O., you've played competitive sports before. What was the greatest part about playing sports?
Great, the camaraderie and the team. Other than that,
so
winning.
If you're capable of playing, you want to play, yeah? Because of
For
that.
sure.
So Crosby's pissed. He's got to be pissed. Go ahead. Give me your take on this.
He's pissed. They're sitting him to tank this game to get the first pick. He's pissed. He's a competitor. He's a winner. Well, not in that organization, but he's a winner himself. And he wants to compete. And he wants to be out there. And I can't blame him. I really can't. If there's not... Yeah, brotherhood. That's what teamwork is, and that's what playing sports is. It's camaraderie. Yeah, and I believe that he should play. I feel bad for him.
All right. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments if you feel so inclined, because we'd love to hear what you have to say. Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Hope you're still watching. Frankie, I'm holding this highlighter, which has been a theme over the course of this season. But the reason that I'm holding this highlighter right now is so I can highlight the notes that we've covered for this week. This is before the predictions and the talking about last week that we've got to get through.
Sweet.
So let's get to it. You guys, we talked about Kansas City getting a new facility next year. We talked about all that. They're moving it to Kansas. It's going to be a dome, blah, 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 blah. It opens in 2031. What I want to talk about is how this came about, and I want to make you guys aware of a couple things. The Hunt family that owns the Kansas City Chiefs, they're the 12th richest family in the United States. This stadium is set to cost $3 billion. The taxpayers are now on the line for 1.8 of that, and it's going to come out of sales tax in the area around the stadium. I don't know if you guys have heard of Star Bonds, but this complex was awarded by the governor, who's a Democrat. Not that that matters, but I want to point that out because she did not get a good deal for Kansas on this. And let me explain to you guys. These Star Bonds, where the revenue for the stadium will come out of the sales tax, which means there's no new taxes for the residents of Kansas. That's a good information, right? What they didn't tell you was that the Star Bond area covers a 300-mile radius around the stadium. Not 10, not local commerce, 300-mile radius around the stadium. And that's going to be sales tax that's going directly out of schools, out of roads, into stadium. Guess how much money the Kansas government is going to receive because of this stadium? What percentage of the revenue would you expect for a deal like that?
2%.
85.
85. That seems reasonable. They are getting zero. Kansas is getting 0% of the revenue. It's all going to the Hunt family.
The rich get richer.
The stadium will be owned by the state of Kansas. Okay, that's important. But they'll be leasing it to the Hunt family for the Chiefs for $7 million a year. Does that $7 million go to the Kansas government? It does not. It goes into a fund for the Hunt family to use to upkeep, maintain the property.
Nice.
So they're effectively paying themselves $7 million. And the lease will go up year by year, but that just means the amount of revenue that they're going to be spending to upkeep comes from them. Whatever. It is owned by Kansas. Like I said, Kansas, 0 revenue, 100% to the Hunt family. And this is the real kicker, guys. They're fully exempt from property taxes. So they don't have to pay any property taxes to Kansas for this facility. And you can look all this up, guys. You can look all this up. Don't trust me. But this $1.8 billion that taxpayers are on the line for now, over the next 30 years, is going to hit over $6 billion.
Sheesh.
So, are Kansas people happy to have the Chiefs and not have to have an increase in their taxes? Sure. But now you have to realize that they're probably going to want to increase their taxes because they're taking $6 billion from the current economy and giving it to the Chiefs. So there's that. Any thoughts on this? It's kind of crazy. I can't believe that a governor of either side would pass something like this. I mean, you have to just love football. Go ahead, Tio.
Looks like a smart move for the owner.
Right?
That's what I see. Rich getting richer.
Yep.
Robin Hood.
I mean, not even Robin Hood. It's just the rich getting richer.
True.
Frankie, anything else that you want to add to this?
I don't believe in conspiracies, as Todd will tell you. Him and I debate, I think gazillion years now on conspiracies. Doesn't it seem a little... now, I haven't heard anything about this move to Kansas until the move to Kansas was announced. Call me ignorant, call me naive, call me unaware of what's going on in the world of the NFL, but... And I know when, you say but, Dr. Phil says everything before that means nothing. Here's the thing. Why is this all new, and why it's like all of a sudden they don't make the playoffs?
Yeah, that's why. To
And
keep them
also-
relevant in the media and talking about them. That's why.
You know,
If they were going in the
stupid.
playoffs, you wouldn't hear about this till later.
No, you wouldn't.
So
That
here's the
bothers
thing.
me.
It's not a conspiracy. This has been going. They've been looking for a new facility since 2023.
Yeah, they never said they were moving. Him.
They never said they were moving because why would you until you have a deal inked? They now have a deal inked. It just happened to coincide with the losing season. I think that's a big nothing burger. But if you wanna set something on there, you can say the timing of this is to give them something to be excited about in an otherwise unexciting time for the Chiefs.
Yep.
And that's not even a conspiracy. That's just smart business. They did finish out the last game there. Of course, they'll be playing there until the 2031 season. So plenty more games at Arrowhead to get your time in if you are upset about it. Well, not much you can do. Just be glad that you're not within a
300-mile radius
of the stadium. I mean, dude, you'd think about like sales tax in like maybe a 10-mile radius, but 300 miles, that's
at the stadium, maybe. Or...
Good God. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Wow, that's a big win for the Hunt family. Go capitalism. And I'm a capitalist, too. I mean, let's be real. I live in the United States. It behooves me to be anything else. All right, guys. Let's talk about Myles Garrett. Do you know what I'm going to say about Myles Garrett?
One more sack?
Yeah. He is sitting right now at 22 sacks on the season with one game to play. The NFL record is 22 and a half, held by two gentlemen, Michael Strahan and TJ Watt. Here's what's important to know, and then I want to get your guys' takes. Michael Strahan did this in a 16-game season, okay? We now have 17 games. TJ Watt did this in a 17-game season, but he only played 15 games. Now, I kind of want to know where your guys' minds are, because this is like just a personality thing. Like, what is your personality tells you is right? He did it in 15 games, but he had to have a 17-game season to get in 15 games. Without that, who knows if he makes it?
This also, you can also use this argument for when 1,000 yards used to mean something. And now...
You can.
So, but in his defense, he plays for the Cleveland Browns, where not a lot of teams are actually throwing against them or playing from behind against them. So I kind of give him the benefit of the doubt there. He is so dominant. So it's hard to say, but he's playing what the game has offered him, and he's dominating.
Frankie, Myles Garrett said in the last game where he did not record a sack against Pittsburgh, he said, they were more focused on keeping me from breaking the record than they were winning the game. And they lost. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on Myles Garrett? Does he get it? I'll come back to you, Tio, to let me know if you think he's going to get it or not. But Frankie, go ahead.
Well,
what are your thoughts here?
Does he get it? I hope he does, because I like Myles Garrett. I think he's a beast. He decided to stay in Cleveland when he had every opportunity to get out, but he stayed, and I think he drinks the Kool-Aid there or something. But who are they playing this week?
Cincinnati.
Oh, the Bengals? Yeah, he'll get a sack this week. He's going to be angry. He's going to be pissed, and he'll get to Joe Burrow. So, yeah, I do like him to get that sack, and I think it's pretty shitty what the Browns are doing with him. They're not giving him a team, really. No. Is Shedeur Sanders the guy? I don't know.
I think they're doing pretty damn good. I think they hit on like 6 draft picks this year, if you ask me. I think they're. Do you want to know what the NFL has done this year that in other years I'd say it didn't happen? It gives you that hope. You know that hope, that 4-letter word I always talk about? Any team in this league could go from worst to the playoffs. The parity in the league today is phenomenal. And kudos to the NFL for doing that, or however they do it. But as a fan, you have to like that, because you're never really out. Next year could be your year.
Yeah.
And look at Cleveland. They hit on so many draft picks this year. Fannin, all those guys on defense. I mean, Shedeur looks pretty damn good. We'll see. I know it's a hapless organization, but I think they've done pretty well.
Tio, does Myles Garrett get the record?
Yeah, I think so. I just hope Burrow doesn't fall down on him like Favre did with that other guy.
I was going to say the same thing. I think Burrow would be classy enough to do that just to get him a sack.
I don't like that.
Considering they're out of the playoffs. Why not?
Come on.
Brett Favre really only went down because
If I'm the sack leader and somebody falls down, I'm going to be just like that guy who went after Favre. That old timer who had his things stripped away from him by Strahan because he falls down and gives him the sack. That's crap, dude.
Okay.
Let us know what you guys think in the comments, I guess. I was unprepared for that argument. I've seen the video. We've all seen it.
I think he knew he was going to get hit anyway, so he just went down and said, I don't want to get smashed.
Brett Favre's kind of just like,
whatever.
Really? Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Fuck you, I'm robbing poor people.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
I'm busy bilking the people of Mississippi out of their money.
You know who else got caught up in that? Ted DiBiase's son just got named in that lawsuit.
$1 Million Man?
Yeah, but $1 Million Man played a scumbag. His son is a scumbag in real life.
All right, what else do we want? Let's talk about Diggs's.
Yes.
Seattle has Quandre Diggs on our practice squad. I don't know that he's a relation to.
I hope not.
Trayvon and Stefan, but one of you guys tell me what's going on there. Tio, are you versed in this? What's going on?
Cardi B, baby, Cardi B. I don't know what the hell's wrong with this guy. He likes to party a lot, clearly. And,
what's the
he's a good football
accusation
player
against him?
Oh, well, he's the new Boston Strangler, allegedly.
Okay, so now people at home that are familiar with the Boston Strangler thinks that he's a serial killer. Can we be a little more specific, Frankie?
Okay, so I want to rewind a little bit to
Please.
last year. Stephon Diggs and crew, there was accusations by a male friend of theirs, well, he thought he was a friend, that Stephon Diggs tried to trap him in an elevator and take advantage of him. Okay? And to shut him up, Stephon Diggs called in his brother Trayvon and paid him a bunch of money and said, if you say anything, bad things will happen to you. Those allegations are still alive. Those accusations are still alive. What state or whatever it's happening in, I'm not real certain. But fast forward to now, he strangled his personal chef over a salary dispute, or he's alleged strangled, put his forearm into her throat, and was mad at her. And there's text messages that were just leaked that are not good for Diggs. I don't know what those text messages say, but they were released to the authorities, and it indicates that Diggs was very pissed at her and may have put his hands on her. So we'll see where it goes.
All right, well, in related news, the Dallas Cowboys released Trayvon. Stefan is still with New England, and I haven't heard otherwise. Have you guys heard anything else on this?
No, New England's not going to make a move until after this all plays out in court, just like the NFL usually does. Quadri, he's not related to the other Diggs brothers.
Oh, yeah, in the comments, yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. It's nice to know that people got our backs here when we don't do the research. Guys, I want to talk about the Pope for a moment.
What?
This is neither a political nor a religious show, but there is a sports coincidence, if you will, that is looming ever so large on this season. And I kind of just want to bring it to your attention. In 2005, the conclave got together and they elected Pope Benedict XVI. Okay? That year, the Seattle Seahawks won 13 games, a franchise record, made it to the Super Bowl XL, and lost in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ooh.
Bill Cowher, not Mike Tomlin.
Mr. Lip.
I'm not going to say anything about the referees, other than I'm not going to say anything about them. Okay? That's not the point that I'm trying to make here. Fast forward to 2013, the conclave once again gets together and they elect a new pope, Pope Francis. The Seattle Seahawks win 13 games that year, go to the Super Bowl 48, and win against the Denver Broncos. Okay? Fast forward yet one more time to 2025. Pope Leo out of Chicago, elected by the conclave, new pope. Seattle's got 13 wins right now. It's all up to fate at this point.
Lock it up.
Let's lock it up. But here's the deal. This is the deal. Because everybody's like, okay, 13 games, so they're not going to win against the 49ers, right? Because 13 would be the magic number. I submit to you
Oh, boy.
that the magic number is not 13. The magic number is 3.
3.
Because 3 times 4 is 12, and 12 is a huge number. We know 12 years ago in 48, it is now Super Bowl 60, 12 years later. So, with one extra game in this season, making it 17, 14 wins would put Seattle at 3 losses, which is the same amount of losses they had in 2005 and 2013.
Jeez.
So, whatever happens on Saturday, the fate part of this is still alive. We just have to see, and that would be really a huge coincidence if they just make it to the Super Bowl in the last 3 years that this Pope has been elected. That would be crazy, right?
No,
Right?
I mean,
no coincidences in life.
Might as well just play Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer.
There you go.
Wow, I prepared all that, and you guys didn't appreciate it one bit.
I thought that was some deep dive right there. That was a deep dive into some
It certainly is.
It was
It's
Pope-
into some
Delicious.
just trying to get willing the Seahawks into the Super Bowl right there.
Very Pope
yeah,
delicious.
I'll go
Willing.
religious if that's what it takes to get us there. All right, there's one more thing I want to bring up. And I really hate this, but yeah, we're an NFL show, but we're Bills fans, so I'd expect you to want to talk about any Bills news. I got one more argument on Sam Darnold, all right? And we're about to find out who's right and who's wrong, okay? And I don't think that in either of us have put up any kind of major fight either way, all right? But Darnold is the most winningest quarterback in the last 2 seasons. He's now
Yes, he is.
27-7, including playoffs. Okay, there's only 4 players in history who have had back-to-back 13-win seasons. Do you know who they are? I'll tell you: Tom Brady, Brett Favre, Peyton Manning, and Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Sam Darnold.
Sick Aaron
All right.
Rodgers.
All those guys won Super Bowls. All of them.
Winners.
Sam Darnold's the first player to ever do it with 2 different teams. That's kind of crazy.
Hall of Fame.
Look, I will say this. I'm not trying to praise him in that he is anywhere close to any of those 4 players that I just mentioned. What I want to say is we can't say that he can't win games, okay? We got to get off that narrative. What I want to say is he makes a lot of mistakes, and they're really bad mistakes, and usually at really costly times. But here's the thing, guys. We're looking at, and Seattle fans, this one's for you. What's more likely, a 10-game win streak or a 4-game win streak? Okay? And that's why I want you to not worry about this game Saturday. Home field advantage would be great, but here's the deal. You either get the bye week or you get the 5th seed. All right? The 5th seed means you play either Tampa Bay or Carolina. That's a bye week. Really. I mean, we played both those teams. Tampa beat us, and it was because of a Sam Darnold mess up at the last minute. I just want to remind everybody of that because I'm not trying to give him a clean, I want to be honest here. But in order for Seattle to win the Super Bowl, it's going to require a 10-game win streak. We're already 6 games into that. But how many 10-game win streaks have you guys seen in your life for your team? 2? 1? 2? Maybe?
Well, tonight, the Sabres might hit 10.
I'm talking football, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
different sport.
Like, come on. It's... Have we
Unheard
had one?
of.
We haven't even had one this year.
No, there was. Not
Who?
the Bills, but the New England Patriots. In whatever year, they went almost undefeated until the
Well, that's
Super
not...
Bowl.
Okay, right. But I'm talking about your team.
The Bills.
Oh,
no.
our team? No, there's never been a 10-in-a-row win
Yeah,
streak.
okay. So you're telling me... You remember a season where it happened and the greatest player of all time was the quarterback. That's your argument. Like, cool. I concede. The GOAT did that. Great. But yeah, a 10-game win streak is almost impossible. I mean,
Pretty much.
so if we lose Saturday, the clock resets, and you just got to win 3 to get there.
Yeah, but you said if they're home, they're going.
Well, I said if the NFC Championship game is in Seattle, they're going. 'Cause
However,
that one they've never lost. But
Dames, you have said
Yes.
all year that the Seahawks are horrible at home and they're a better road team. So
well,
They're good both.
it's not really true in the sense that they were terrible last year under McDonald. Almost every game they lost was at home. That is what's contributed to them to being one of the better road teams. They are the best road team in the last 2 years. And the reason they're not the best home team in the last 2 years is because the bulk of their losses have come at home. And that is not really on Sam Darnold. That's on Geno Smith. Because this year, again, much better. But yeah, there's a lot going on. And now that we're talking, we've kind of transitioned from news now into playoff scenarios. We had Vikings. They off Detroit with that win. Detroit out. Who saw that coming at the beginning of the season?
I didn't.
I sure didn't.
Nope. Team with the most points in the league, not even in.
Yeah. So Detroit's gone.
We know why, though.
Go ahead.
Because Campbell took over play calling when Ben Johnson took off to go to Chicago. The offensive coordinator, he yanked the play calling from him, and when he did that, he just started sucking ass.
It's because golf sucks.
So let's talk about that a little bit. The Bears the San Francisco barely walked out of their home building with a W against the Bears. And I'll go to Tio first on this one. Tio, do you think the Bears are much improved because of coaching or because of drafting in the last
Coaching
2
and
years?
Caleb.
So a combination of both.
Combination of both. I think the team has bought into what the coach is doing, and Caleb is playing pretty damn good. I, for one, didn't believe in Chicago at all. And now it's just like, well, they're pretty damn good. They're pretty good. They're solid. They're a solid team.
Frankie? Coaching?
I think both. I
drafting,
think
combo?
both. But they are Bears, and we have to wait and see how they do in the playoffs. Playoffs is a new season. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, we played 17 weeks of football or 18. But the playoffs are a different level of crazy, and how does Caleb react to that? We'll see. I can't wait to see the playoffs this year, truthfully. It's a very interesting bracket, to say the least, with all your teams that were predicted to win divisions, go to playoffs, and make noise. They're all gone now. So it's actually probably the most exciting year of NFL playoffs that I can say I'm going to have the opportunity to see in a long time. So that's all
Yeah,
I'll say about
we
that.
say this as we sit here on a show called NFL, which was designed for a group of fans that never had a chance to make it. And here we are, all three of us, a week out from the playoffs. But that Bears loss in San Francisco pole vaulted the Niners into a position where they can take the number 1 seed against Seattle in San Francisco. The game was scheduled for Saturday night. I don't know if you looked, but it was all TBD for like the last, and then they finally got the schedule aligned. The game is set for the evening game Saturday night. And there's one last thing I want to say about Sam Darnold here, about the narrative here. He is, we already said he's first in wins in 2 years. Do you guys know that he's second in big plays and third in touchdown passes in that stretch?
Nope.
Boy, no, I didn't.
He's also second in turnovers.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like all the numbers are big. Like go big
That's
or go
like-
home.
That's like Favre.
Yeah, I mean exactly. And
He's a winner.
I told you a long time ago Darnold was sweet. Remember when you used to laugh at me?
I still
Remember that?
I don't know if it's because he's a ginger redhead guy. He's just goofy looking. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
He's got a big forehead like Peyton Manning.
But I don't.
Wow.
I mean, Peyton Manning's got a. That's like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's
throw a
gotta get
flag.
it.
I'm gonna throw a flag on that one.
His
5-yard
head's so
penalty.
big, the pad imprints.
5-yard
in his head.
penalty on Frankie.
Special made helmet.
All right, so you got Cleveland over Pittsburgh sets up the Week 18 matchup. Pittsburgh, Baltimore. Winner goes, loser stays.
Oof.
We'll get to our picks on that, but that's cool. This week 18 is really shaping up. You got Seattle, San Fran, Baltimore at Pittsburgh, Carolina at Tampa. Those are three very notable games to decide things ultimately. And then we'll look at the rest of the playoff bracket, I guess, when we get to the games. Wow, look. It's pretty much all marked out.
Pretty
Good job,
organized.
guys. We were efficient there.
You're welcome.
All right, let's talk about week 17. What happened in week 17? Lots of shit. We got games. We got Dallas at Washington on Christmas. Let's go over the records first. You guys were both 9-7. You didn't pick the exact same teams to win, but your total ended up the same. I was 12-4, including going 4 of 5 in before Sunday, which that was. And we'll talk about Green Bay too, because that's the one that I missed. All right, Dallas, Washington. We all said Dallas. No surprises there. Really kind of an game.
Yeah. Good to see Bill Krosky Merritt doing well.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Then you had Detroit at Minnesota for just to hold on to their hopes. Hey, shit. I picked it because you guys didn't.
Oh.
And I was
There
like,
it is.
no, I did, dude. I would never have thought it by myself. I was like, all right, J.J. McCarthy has looked okay, but then I found out he wasn't playing. I was like, oh, shit. I'm clearly going to have hosed this one. And then, no, Detroit shits the bed. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Comments?
Yeah, it's the Lions. I mean, they've been horrible for a long time. They've had a few good years, and as somebody said in the comments, Brandon, defensive coaches have no business calling the offense. And I have to support that comment.
I'm going to go to the
23-10.
other. I'm going to go to the other
23.
side of the ball, and I'm going to say we underestimated Minnesota's defense,
Yeah, true.
or
Yeah.
some of us did. I mean, I was one of them.
I mean, I clearly didn't because I picked them. But I also remember telling you guys that when we played them, are they the team that we didn't score a touchdown against? I don't know, but we didn't score very much against them.
That was Indy, I think, right?
Yeah, that was Indy. But it was hard to manage points off of that defense. And we played them at home, so another tale of the tape on that might have been a different story if we played them in Minnesota. Who knows? But yeah, that one shocked me. I was going into this game thinking I was a loser on that one. Denver at Kansas
You had
City.
to go into the game to do that?
Wow.
Well, I can't edit this show. I can't edit him out because he's live. We're live, so that's I all I can do is say I'm sorry.
New Year, same old Frankie.
Actually, he has one day to change.
Oh, yeah. Couple hours.
Let me get it out of my
Next
system.
week he'll be good. He'll be
He'll be good to go.
perfect. Denver at Kansas City. We all said Denver, but
But
this game was came down to the wire.
Yeah.
Why did it come down to the wire? You have a almost dead Travis Kelce, absolutely dead Marcus Mariota, and absolutely dead Patrick Mahomes. I don't even know their third string quarterback. How did they almost get this game?
I don't know. Denver scores a lot of fourth quarter points. We got to remember that.
yes.
Yes, he does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, you're actually smart today.
Yeah, some of us have some info at least. All right. Houston at the Chargers. You guys took the Chargers here.
Yeah.
I wanted to be like, dude, Houston's won 6 or 7 games in a row. And they've looked pretty dominant on defense, like boasting the number one defense in the NFL. What gave you? I mean, I know Frankie said because they're home. um, but let's be realistic. Why did? Well, I mean, it's not that the Chargers are bad, but
I thought
ahead.
this one was going to be a little bit of an upset. Dick the kicker might be able to pull it out for him. It looked like in the beginning of this game that they were going to get run out of town. I think it was like 14-0 right off the bat.
Yeah.
But their defense came together. I don't know, Hampton looked good. I don't know. They're going to have to sit everybody this week just to get healthy.
Not a bad idea since they've already,
Yeah.
gotten into the playoffs. But they're going to be playing against Denver too at Denver, so
Yeah.
you might just want to take this one off. I don't know. There's not really anything to play for. I mean, right?
No, they're going to definitely. The quarterback's got a broken hand. Their offensive lineman might as well start Frankie over there. Everyone's hurt. They need rest. They need a week. They're not going to care about this game against the Broncos.
Does it matter for Houston?
Yeah, Houston, because Denver's still going to play for the number one. Oh, no, Houston, I don't know. Houston can still move, but do they care to? I'm not sure. I think they're still going to play their guys.
Because they're playing at home against Indianapolis, I think. Anyway, I'm just wondering if Jacksonville's got it wrapped up. These are questions, folks. Baltimore at Green Bay. Dude, Green Bay they're limping into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They lost this game and at the same time losing this game because Detroit is so incredibly hapless. A loss by both teams put the Packers in automatically. How many times do you see a team go in, lose a game, and come out being like, "That, yep, we lost. That wrapped up a playoff berth for us that we didn't have beforehand."
Pretty damn sweet.
It's not. That's very rare, I would think, but it happened.
Sure
Happened
did.
here. The Packers are damaged goods, dude. They need Micah Parsons, and he's done.
Yep.
I don't know about Jordan Love at this point. They still have another game to play. I would think since the seeding and anything doesn't matter, it's at Minnesota, that you would just say, we're going to play players that never get to play. And Happy New Year. You know? T.O., we picked Seattle, and Frankie picked Carolina. Yeah, Frankie, why'd you do that?
Because you guys are a huge Bryce Young fan, and I decided that I would just go and take Bryce Young for a week, and it backfired on me. See, that's why I don't like Bryce Young. I don't think he's that great. He shut the sheets for me.
Did he? You think it was Bryce Young's fault that they lost?
Not all his fault, but anytime a team loses, who's the first one at the podium to try to explain why they lost? The quarterback.
Should be the coach.
Should be, but the quarterback is second up.
They had 139 total yards in this game.
Yeah,
They suck.
they got
No offense.
He had
to any
40
Panthers
yards
fans out there.
passing.
they got totally steamrolled.
Steamrolled. They're
By
not.
a good
They're not up to the
defense.
par of that of Seattle.
But here's the thing, guys. This is what worries me. Like the defense, I'm solid on. Like, are they going to make mistakes? Yeah, they will. I mean, they'll get beat over the top every now and then. It's very rare. It's not going to happen twice in the same game. But when you have an offense that's... Explain this to me. You run the football more than anybody else in the league, and you have the number one wide receiver in the NFL. Like, what? And an offense that struggles. What?
Defense wins championships.
Yeah, but wouldn't you think, Tio, that if you have a guy like Darnold that's got this great connection with JSN to the point of like up until Puka Nacua just went off the last month of the season, he had a 300-yard lead on anybody else on a team that throws more than 50% of the time. or that runs 50% of the time.
Well, as a coach, coaching against them, I'd have to recognize their tendencies and say, hey, when they throw the ball, they're throwing at him. But they run it mostly, so bracket that dude. Let's play the run, and we'll get out of here and see what we can do. Force Darnold to make some bad throws.
From your mouth to the coach's ears, it hasn't worked.
No, well, they're a good team.
People know that. People know. They're like, we got to stop JSN, and then they just don't really do it.
Yeah, well, a good quarterback and a good receiver will win that battle every time. They know where they're going.
Here's what I would say. You got to get to Sam Darnold, because if you do, he's going to make mistakes. And when he makes mistakes, they're usually on the wrong side of the field.
To that point right there, if I'm the coach and I know that, I don't want him dropping back all the time. I want that other team thinking we're running the ball.
Hallelujah.
Don't pin your ears back and come after my guy, because I don't want to make a mistake. So, hey, you're going to have to face the threat of our two good running backs and our solid defense. We don't care how long. The game's 60 minutes. We'll play you till the end.
Yeah. And, I mean, I had a better case 2 weeks ago before Charbonnet and K9 just went off for like 50-yard touchdown runs. They have been running the ball more than any other team inefficiently, like under 4 yards a carry, like 3 yards a carry for most of the season. So I would say that strategy has not really paid off until recently. But if you can catch them in a scenario where they're not great there, you got a really good chance of winning. All right, Arizona at Cincinnati. We all said Cincy cleaned their clocks, 37-14, I think it was.
Kudos to McBride for breaking the record there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and speak on that, because I don't know what you're talking about.
I think he broke the receptions record, didn't he?
Awesome.
Yeah, like 100. I think he has 120, maybe.
That's
I don't know,
lot. That's
but
crazy.
Yeah, he's a freak.
That's crazy.
Sounds like somebody's
37-14 that game was.
Yeah. All right. We all said Cincy. We all said Pittsburgh at Cleveland, and we were all wrong.
Yeah.
And we took a lot of shit about it online. I know that I shielded you guys from all that.
Oh,
I took the brunt of it.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, the fans were like, haha, fuck faces. And I'm like,
yeah, haha. You know what I would do if I was all the Cleveland Browns fans? I'd drive to fucking Detroit, and I'd shake that fan's hand. Because if Metcalf was in this game, you're not winning.
What I said was, you can laugh, but you're still a Browns fan. Like, you're the Browns fan, okay?
They're
not me.
They're like the Bills to me.
Mistake by the
Coming from Buffalo, I hope the Browns do well. I like to see shitty teams turning around. Just like New England.
You like that?
Who's filing their nails?
You like that? That's weird.
I don't know.
All right.
I like that the parity in the league is pretty phenomenal right now.
So, Pittsburgh, all their focus was on stopping Myles Garrett, which they did. And they let Shador crush their dreams for another week. They could have wrapped up the division against the Cleveland Browns. Who would have thought? Now they may not make the playoffs, because if they don't make the playoffs, it's this game. It's not the one against the Baltimore. They shouldn't even have to show up for this Baltimore game. But they do have to now, because they did not respect the Cleveland Browns. I don't feel bad for picking Pittsburgh. Okay? I don't.
Why would you?
And I'm not going to apologize for it, because
They struggle. They struggle against Cleveland.
Yeah, they do. In Jacksonville at Indianapolis, you guys, Phillip Rivers' story is great.
It's old now.
He's arguably the best quarterback they've had this season. But think about this, dude. Like, they signed him. The gauntlet of games that he's had to go through since signing that. Seattle, San Francisco, and then Jacksonville. All three playoff teams. The guy has gotten and then they got to play Houston. The guy has gotten no, they're like, who can we get in here that can absolutely die, and it doesn't matter to us. And they're like, Andrew Luck doesn't want to die anymore. Peyton Manning can't die anymore. He's way too old. How about Old Man Rivers? He seems like if he died, that'd be okay. We can come back next year and not have to worry that he died on the field with these last 4 games. Good Lord, you guys. Seattle, San Francisco, Jacksonville, Houston. That's your last 4 games of your career. He's like, yeah, I was 0-4, but I threw a couple touchdown passes.
Yeah, he did. He padded his stats.
He was sweet. He had the captain on his jersey too.
I saw somebody go, did he do enough this year to warrant a job in the NFL next year? I'm like,
I hope not.
Shut up.
For the NFL's sake, we hope not. They had to put that other quarterback in because he can't throw past 30 yards.
I guess my point is this. Yes, there's that, Tio. But here's the thing. When this season comes to an end, I'm just going to be like, that was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like he was 0-4. I'm gonna be like
I'll probably be like
he played 4 of the best teams in the NFL and he did
and survived.
He lived. Yeah.
He lived. He's a survivalist.
He's gonna need every bit of that insurance though. Let's just say that.
He's sore.
He's that kind of guy who walks in the woods with nothing but can start a fire.
The road to recovery for this man is gonna be lengthy. All right. Jacksonville got the best of them. And it was close, though. It was fairly close. Tampa Bay, Miami. Guys, I picked Miami. And I remember picking them vehemently in your face, saying the Tampa Bay's lost 6 games in a row. They're not winning this game. And I've got questions about whether they'll beat Carolina in Week 18. But why did you pick... I mean, I understand why you picked Tampa. Baker Mayfield. Got all of his weapons. Still hurt. He's still hurt. If you're going to say, like, Phillip Rivers is not a quarterback in the NFL next year because he can't throw down the field more than 30 yards, why is Baker Mayfield a quarterback this year with the same thing? Doesn't matter what weapons you have if you can't throw the ball to them down the field, which is what made them awesome early on. Right?
Yeah.
Miami, Quinn Ewers. That's why you picked Tampa, because it's against a rookie. I get it. Dude, I honestly, I know there's firings coming at the end of the season somewhere. I don't think it's Miami.
Black Monday.
I don't think it's Miami.
Yes.
Anybody disagree?
Yes, I do.
No, I don't disagree. I think they get rid of Tua.
I think so. I think Tua's dead. Frankie, like, I'm not going to be mad if you're right and I'm wrong, but why? I know that you just don't like his pants, but do you have a better argument than that?
He's going to get fired.
Because he looks like an 8th grade librarian? What?
Everybody out there listening, drop in the comments if you agree with me. The Dolphins are going to part ways with Mike McDaniels at the end of the year. Tua's going to be sent away in some kind of package deal trade. He'll be a backup the rest of his life. Or he'll retire.
Here's the thing.
Mike
Tua and the backup thing for the rest of his life,
he's not
there's
good.
Too many variables in the NFL, dude. Quarterbacks get hurt. And
Phillip Rivers
Tua's one of those Fitzpatrick stories. He comes in and he's going to win you like 6 games in a row. If you're on a good team, he could absolutely win you games, dude.
Yeah, but Tua
broke like every college throwing record.
Don't ask me that.
No, I want your opinion. I just want to shit on it, too.
To say he can't play quarterback is dumb. I mean, he broke most of the college records.
Good for him.
He doesn't terribly suck. He's just...
not good in the NFL.
No, I don't know what they are. I don't know.
He sucks.
You guys,
he's not
tell
right.
us. Is McDaniels a coach there, and what's up with Tua? Yeah, just give us your comments. Definitely want to know. Miami is not moving on. That's my opinion. If they do, I'm still not going to apologize. New England and the Jets. I don't really want to talk about this game. We all picked New England.
Yeah. The New York Jets are just...
Does that put Drake May back in the MVP leader race? Or
yeah, I think it does. I think
do you know who I'm giving it to?
Because Go ahead. Yeah, go.
I'm going to give it to McCaffrey. 1,000 yards receiving, 1,000 yards running.
I mean, I can't really argue that. I don't even think it continges on whether they win against Seattle. I think because I don't think wins is a good measurement.
But I still think they give it to a quarterback. We haven't seen a running back get it since Peterson, and he had 2,000 yards rushing.
I mean, the best case for running back would have been last year, Saquon Barkley, and he didn't get it.
Yep.
It's going to be a quarterback.
So there's that. All right. Guys, New Orleans at Tennessee. Another one where I picked New Orleans. You guys picked Tennessee. I'm not going to give you too much shit. Cam Ward has looked okay this season. He's got nothing. I mean, that team's got, like, you want to talk about a team that's got nothing going on. The fact that they're not picking first again is, I mean, that's a successful season for me, for them. Go ahead, Frankie.
That's all I got to say about that.
Don't say
I thought you were waving your pen around like you had something.
No, I'm just doing that because it looks cool.
T.O., two rookie quarterbacks. Who's better?
I know last week you asked me this, and I made the wrong choice. I said Cam Ward, and I watched that game, and the other quarterback's better. The other quarterback's actually been playing pretty well these last few games.
I agree.
Show.
On another team where they don't have a lot going on.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see where these teams draft and what they do with their drafts, knowing that they have a quarterback now. And they can focus like a top 10 pick on something else. Shit. I've totally just remembered something. I'll cover it in between this here. Giants, Raiders. I don't want to talk about this game. We all picked the Giants. We all knew the Giants were going to win. They're going to have a really high draft pick, and they drafted incredibly well in this last draft. It's just a matter of health with them. Is Dable back next year?
No.
Frankie?
He's already fired.
Oh, he was, wasn't he?
I'm not the
Who's their
host of
coach?
NFL, but I could throw
Who's their
in there
coach?
some intern dude.
No, who's going to be their coach?
I'll tell you right now.
That's what I meant to say.
The loser of the Baltimore-Pittsburgh game.
Do you think Harbaugh's on the hot seat?
It's going to be Harbaugh or Lamar. One of them got to go.
True.
Wow.
And the city loves Lamar.
Wow.
I'm not sure why. He's a big baby. He acts like a big pussy every time he loses. I'm not a fan of that. He's a baby.
What does a big pussy act like, Frankie?
Yeah, tell us.
His name's Lamar Jackson.
Tell us.
Does it flap in the wind? What does it do?
Oh,
How's it act?
there's not even an apology I can give for.
No respect.
There's not even an apology I
shit.
can give for this show at this point. You guys.
Keep it closed.
Just remember that we're live. That's all I ask.
Motorboating over here.
Okay. Philadelphia at Buffalo. I'm so mad that I did not pick against you guys.
Me too.
Me too.
I thought about
Josh
it,
Allen losing.
but I was like, "There's no way Buffalo loses this game."
He's why we lose.
Okay. They go for 2 points. First thing I want to know is, are you a fan of that in that scenario?
Yes.
I talked to Frankie. He would have kicked and went to overtime.
You kick with who? The kicker who hasn't made 4 kicks in a row?
It's
He
an
sucks.
extra point.
He got his last extra point blocked.
Why are you yelling?
The
at me?
Indianapolis Colts cut him because he missed 7 extra points. He can't kick it. He sucks. If you're going into the playoffs with no kicker, you're done.
So
You're done.
Is Buffalo done?
One and done, baby.
Wow.
Wow, you touched a nerve. Holy.
Yeah.
Pissing me off. The guy can't hit a freaking wide open receiver, and we're wondering about a kicker. Throw the ball to the wide open guy, and we don't even talk about a kicker. He's 4 yards open. He's just running around like this. Set your stupid feet and throw the dime right to the receiver. That's it. Game over. We win. Kicker.
I
give
did
a shit.
think that the receiver was definitely open and crossing the back of the end zone.
Definitely
open. Running away from somebody, I just don't know. Look, the quarterback position's hard, and it's easy for us to say, dude, just set your dumbass feet and throw the ball. Like, I don't think it's quite that.
He knew he missed him right off the bat. He knew
It was raining pretty hard.
He said the more rain gives him better grip.
I really like Josh Allen's grit, man. I really do. That game was fun to watch. I'm sorry that you guys lost, but it was a fun
I think
game
that
to
the whole
watch.
league likes him. You know what I mean? I think that he's a well-liked quarterback in this league. Agree or disagree?
Who?
I think he's
Allen.
dude.
I think that's what puts us
Every
in the
off
stupid
the
Super
field
Bowl.
video I see of him, he's 100% class every
I
time.
think he's the new face of
Like
the league.
Saquon Barkley, same thing. Absolute class every time off the field. Like, just I love those two players. I'd love to see them play together. That would be incredible.
Yeah, trade Allen to
but-
Philly.
That's a different story. Wow.
Jeez.
This is another story where I thought it made a good case for Buffalo going into the playoffs. Not the fact that you lost, but the fact that you were in this game and Josh Allen didn't have to do everything to keep you there. Like, you guys got turnovers. The defense actually did a lot in this game, I thought.
Held them to 13 points. Pretty
Yeah,
good.
I mean, that alone is pretty awesome, given the receivers and the running back say what you want about Hurts. He's their weak link, in my opinion. But the defense kept you guys in this game. If Josh Allen would have done typical Josh Allen stuff, it's a no-brainer that you win. But that is something I want to talk about here in a second. Chicago, San Francisco, we touched on already a little bit. Like, it came another awesome game that came down to the wire. I thought the guy caught the ball, but it just bounced right in front of him on that last play. I did not like the last play. They get all the way down to the 4-yard line. They got basically one shot, 5 seconds. And that was the play that they called. As soon as he turned around and did a spin, I was like, this game's over. It's over. You can't do that. You can't do a spinny spin on the last play of the game.
Spinorama.
McCaffrey he went insane in that game. He's insane, dude. I hope that he starts slowing down next year.
It's nuts.
Because he's very good. All right. Rams, Atlanta. Frankie,
Why?
I made a lot of fun of you for picking Atlanta. And you're just like, I know that you don't have anything prophetic to say, well, I knew. You were just like, fuck it.
Should get 2 points for that.
I think so. You should get two points for that, because that was like, the Rams needed this game, dude. They needed this game to be the 5 seed, which means they play the winner of Tampa Bay and Carolina. Now they have to go and play somebody good. Okay? They're going to have to play someone good out of the 6 seed. And it's not going to be as easy for them. Like, they did Seattle a huge favor by losing this game to Atlanta. And congratulations for picking it correctly.
You're welcome. Oh, you're
Guys,
welcome.
we didn't talk about the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl players have been announced. Any snubs? That's all I want to talk about. Do you guys have any snubs that you saw?
What team has the most representatives?
Seattle. There's 3
Bills
teams
have
that have
3.
3 or 4 teams that have 6.
Wow.
Yeah. Watch my balloons.
Bruins.
Where's my balloons? But here's the thing. And I realize this is an NFL show, but look at what I'm wearing. Okay, we should have had 7. Byron Murphy's the best player on the planet in his position. He dominated Jalen Carter in every category, including games played. You guys, here's the difference. Byron Murphy for Seattle, 15 games. Jalen Carter, 10 games. 7 sacks, Byron Murphy. 2 sacks, Jalen Carter. 20 solo tackles apiece. 57 assists for Byron Murphy. 32 assisted tackles for Jalen Carter. 7 tackles for loss for Murphy. 4 tackles for loss for Jalen Carter. 12 QB hits for Murphy. 10 for Jalen Carter. Every single category wiped the floor with him. East Coast bias is real. I don't want to hear it. The same thing happened last year with Jalen Carter. getting in. I don't understand this Jalen Carter narrative. I mean, yeah, he was a high pick that came from questionable, off-field decisions. He doesn't deserve it. And I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve it. He's a quality player, and any team would love to have him. But Byron Murphy is on a whole nother level. That's my snub. If you guys don't have any, we'll move on to Week 18. But I want to give you an opportunity.
No snubbery here.
No snubbery?
No.
All right. Well, Seahawk fans, there you have it. Byron Murphy was snubbed. All right. I had to say that for myself to feel better. All right, guys. Week 18. This is the final week of the regular season.
Yeah.
And we got a full slate of games, including games on Saturday.
2 of which.
No Thursday game this week. So,
Sheesh.
guys, let's agree on this. Should we play this show live tomorrow and Friday? Should we set it up
Saturday
so it
and
rolls
Sunday
again?
too.
Let's do it. Frankie, can we do that?
You can do whatever you want to do.
Sweet. So we'll run this exact show over again a couple more times this week, just so those of you that missed it have a chance to go back and hear all of our glowing analyses.
That'd be
Frankie.
like watching a replay.
Frankie, I do. I enjoyed it. I watched it on Christmas Eve, and I was like, you know what? I like that guy. I was not talking about either of you, but you were still good.
I can relate.
Right. Right. I would hope so. I would think so. Okay, guys. Frankie J. Carolina goes to Tampa to finalize the deal for that division. And I think it's an early game on Saturday. Who do you got?
This one, Tampa.
Tie.
Really? Tampa
Yeah.
Bay. Why? What
They-
gives you
they-
confidence?
They
7
have to
losses
win
in a row.
this. They have to win this.
So does Carolina.
Okay, but Tampa's at home.
Oh my God.
Ah, there it is.
Again, he'll be better tomorrow in the new year.
Does anyone agree with me?
When you watch this tomorrow, you'll be like, "Ow! Why did I say that?" All right, Tio, who do you got in this game?
Oh, the Bucks.
And obviously,
Why?
obviously, I'm going to take Carolina just to
Why?
go against you guys.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna use the same argument Dames used with the 10-game win streak. It's pretty hard to lose 8 in a row.
Yeah.
It's I'm not buying into Stupid, but they didn't score no points last week. This is just telling you to not pick Carolina, and you probably should.
Tio. Like, I appreciate you giving my argument a little bit of fervor. How many teams have won 10 games this year? In a row?
0.
0. 3 teams have lost 8 in a row already this year. So, you know what?
I still want Tampa.
Good on you.
I don't know. If they lose this, and Baker Mayfield really was way more hurt than we thought.
Guys, I really like Bryce Young, and I really want to say that I want Carolina to win this game, and I'm picking them because I want them to win. I don't believe that they will, but I want, and I'm willing it, and I want to go against these guys because.
So you'd rather have Carolina in the playoffs? I might too. Tampa sucks right now.
Yeah.
Give me Tampa though.
Tampa is not the same team that beat Seattle like in week 5. They're just not. All right. Speaking of Seattle, Tio, I'm going to come to you first on this one. Seattle at San Francisco, Saturday night. Winner gets the 1 seed in the NFC. Loser gets the 5th seed. Who do you have and why?
I had this game to be announced for the last 3 weeks. I think I've been talking this game, and it's going to matter. I'm going to think, man, such a great coach going against this good defense. I'm going to take San Fran to come out of nowhere to win the division.
All right. You mentioned great coach. I think we're gonna have to start putting Mike McDonald on that list.
I agree.
Um,
Shanahan's
at least
just a great. He's
defensively.
just a great offensive mind, and it's good to see a guy like that go against a team like this. It's a big game. This is a great game.
Yeah,
either
it's
way.
going to be a fun game. And I've been talking online to Niners fans. Oh, I spent 4 hours on TikTok live yesterday.
I think I'm going to pick San Fran. I think Seattle wins, but I don't know why I have a soft spot for McCaffrey in that, but I do. I had a dream. I had a dream Purdy was the Super Bowl MVP. So
You want your official pick to be San Francisco.
San Fran.
Okay. Frankie?
I'm taking Seattle.
Who's home?
San Fran.
Oh, you're going against your gut.
Going against the grain here, buddy.
What gives Seattle the edge for you in this game?
Because they're expected not to win.
San Francisco's defense sucks. That's the edge.
Pretty much.
Their offense has been ridiculous the last month.
So, yeah, that's why I'm picking them.
No, I mean the Niners' offense has been ridiculous the last month.
Yeah, but the Seahawks.
Seattle's
defense is
offense
no
has
joke.
been ridiculous the last month, but in the other direction. This game, all right. So we got one of each. I'm the split decision here. This game's going to come down to turnovers, guys. It's going to come down to turnovers. And Seattle has weathered the storm for the most part on Sam Darnold's turnovers. But if you remember, these two teams have not played since week 1. San Francisco won that game, but Sam Darnold drove all the way down inside the 15-yard line, dropped back, and his own lineman pushed the ball out of his hand, and he fumbled, and Seattle lost on a fumble by Sam Darnold. I honestly believe that Seattle team was nobody knew anything about them whatsoever. And that 49ers team was pretty much as close to full strength as they are going to get.
So who are you taking?
I'm going to take the internal struggle is real, guys. I always hate picking against my own team.
All we heard all this whole time was Seattle, the Rams, Seattle, the
I really
Rams,
hate it.
Seattle, the Rams, and then
I
San
picked the
Fran would
Rams
come
to
out of
beat
nowhere.
us.
No, I
don't
know,
what
but
you're
then,
talking about.
well, no, I mean then San Fran just comes out of nowhere
I know.
and
That's
could win the
crazy
division.
thing.
That's the funny part.
Not even the division, but that's another thing about this division. It's going to take Seattle a franchise record of wins just to win the division.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I'll take Seattle.
Good for you.
I'll feel bad if San Francisco wins either way. This will make it double painful. I've always used, I picked the Rams using the fact that if we lost to the Rams, I still would have picked them, and
He'll blame me.
I would have had some way to feel better about it. But I don't care. Whatever happens this Saturday, I think Seattle's going to win. We're going into the playoffs then, and then my heart really gets. I almost feel like we need to lose this game because the 10-game win streak is just. It seems.
Hard.
It's only 4 at this point, so you got most of it out of the way, and the last 4 have been against playoff teams, so will have been if we win this game, right? So, yeah, I'm going with Seattle. All right,
Party on, Wayne.
New Orleans, Atlanta. This is a good matchup, even though it doesn't matter. I'm going to take Atlanta. I think Kirk Cousins is finding out that he's going to be a valuable player somewhere next year. And it's a rookie in Atlanta. I don't like it. Go ahead, Tio.
Give me Bijan.
Yeah, Bijan's he was the catalyst of them beating the Rams. His game was potent. Frankie?
Well, Atlanta. They're at home.
Okay. So, can I just fill in the home team for you the rest of the way here?
No, not necessarily.
All right, Cleveland at Cincinnati. Who you got? Frankie?
Cincinnati.
Because they're at home. Tio?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's hard for me to argue. Although, this is an intriguing matchup, guys.
Yeah. Cincy could win, or Cleveland could win.
Cleveland
Taking
could
Cleveland, right, James?
I think Shedeur has a good game.
I think Shedeur
Fannon's
has a good
hurt.
game. I think that Myles Garrett gets the record in this game.
You're taking Cleveland.
Come on, Cleveland.
No,
Jump
I'm
out to a
taking
17-0 lead. Or, 17-0 lead so he can get his sack.
So who's Dame? Who are you taking, Dames?
I told you.
He said already.
I didn't hear.
Cleveland.
What planet are you on?
He's playing Cincinnati.
He does this every show. What did you
Yeah.
say?
New Year's Eve.
We're always like,
Yeah, tunnel vision. Tunnel hearing.
Indianapolis, Houston. I'm going to take Houston. Are you surprised?
No.
Yeah, you look.
I think
Here's
both of
here's
you
the
are
only thing
probably-
that matters in this game.
I think both of you are going to take Houston as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Houston. Does JT get the record or does Cook get it? Or, get the most rushing yards. Who's going to win it? I think they're going to force feed JT to try to get it to him.
Well, plus they have a quarterback that can't throw 30 yards. So
This
Cook
is true.
won't
He,
play this
he can
week.
push the ball about 15.
Cook won't play this week.
Cook? Well, we'll get to that. What my thoughts about Cook are in this next Bills
All
game
right.
when we get to there.
Tennessee at Jacksonville.
To Tennessee.
Does Jacksonville have this wrapped up, guys?
Yes.
Are they going to be playing all their players?
No.
Because that's something that you need to take into account when you're making these choices. Right now, Jacksonville is 12-4.
Mm-hmm.
Houston's 11-5.
Titans.
If Houston wins, they'll be 12-4
Right.
or 12-5. Sorry. I don't know if they've already wrapped it up though.
They're playing
That's
them.
my thing.
They're playing ETN.
All right.
They're playing Lawrence.
So who you got, T.O.?
I'm taking the Jag. Who are they playing? I'm taking the
Tennessee.
Jags.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Lord, I'm really.
Dame's just
Tennessee.
going to take the Titans because they're a away team.
You know something?
No, I'm going to take Jacksonville. What do
You know
got
when
for-
Jacksonville doesn't lose? When Trevor Lawrence throws and runs for a touchdown.
And
I
you
would
know
bet-
that?
Mm-hmm.
that most teams, that would be true. If their quarterback runs for and throws for a touchdown, they probably win that game.
He has won these games on his own with his legs. With his being inside the red zone and rushing these touchdowns in.
So
That's a
here's
huge
my thing.
part.
Obviously, we have the playoffs coming up, and he is going to have a chance to shine there. And we're going to be able to watch each individual performance because no two playoff games are on at the same time. Are we going to be entering next season on the show, like believing in Trevor Lawrence instead of making him a punchline about either his hair or his dick?
Let's clarify. I talk about his hair. You talk about his dick. So let's just put that out there.
Okay.
Dick
My
hair.
question still remains.
Go ahead, Tio. You're biased.
He is an above average quarterback.
You almost said he's a cutie. I almost heard it come out of your mouth.
I don't think that was going to be said, but I think he's above average quarterback.
I don't think that was going to be said.
Weird. Happy New Year.
These are not the words that I felt coming out.
Balloons.
Okay, Frankie. Are we going to be taking him serious next year?
Who, me? Oh, no. Him? I don't know yet. It's not next year. Gotta wait a few hours.
I'm so glad that you're here for this fine analysis.
I love
Green
this.
Bay at Minneapolis.
This is a tough one.
I got Minneapolis. I'm not
Minnesota.
picking Green Bay again.
I'll take Minnesota.
I'm not picking Green Bay again. Fuck that.
Minnesota.
Who you got, Frank?
Of course, Minnesota.
We're all taking Minnesota,
Yep.
the non-playoff team.
Yep.
Yep.
Got to rest that love guy.
Yeah, I just think that Green Bay's not going to play anybody. That's why. Dallas at New York. This is a legit game.
Kind of.
These two teams hate each other. There's nothing on the line but pride. And they're division rivals. New York never wants to lose to Dallas, even in a tanking season. They're not going to want to lose this game at home to Dallas. T.O., who you got?
Dallas.
Okay. Frankie?
Dallas. They're on the road.
I'm taking the Giants.
Wow. He's like,
All right, Jets Buffalo. I think I'm gonna take the Bills.
jeez.
Yeah. Last home game in the stadium. You know
Red
what I
helmets.
say? Get that Cook guy 65 yards and get him out of the game. Force
helmet.
JT to get 150 to beat him.
Red helmets.
Oh, that's terrible news.
You don't like
Still
the
the
red
Jets.
helmets?
Yeah, you might as well wear them against the Jets. You can't lose.
Okay. Detroit at Chicago, guys. This doesn't matter for either team. Division's already wrapped up for Chicago.
The Bears.
There's no seeding difference.
Detroit.
Okay.
Who took Detroit?
Me.
Why?
I don't even know where they're playing.
It's in Chicago.
Because they're away.
I'm taking Chicago. Frankie, you split the difference.
I took the Bears.
The Bears.
Bears.
The Bears.
Here's the thing. Bears are going to want a 13. They're going to want that accolade on there. Oh, is it 13 or 12? Yeah, they're not going to be happy with just 11 wins. They're going to be like, we want to say that we won
I'm
12
hoping
games.
that Detroit comes to save the job of the coach here.
All right. The Chargers at Denver. You look at the standings. Obviously,
Denver.
you got the fact that Denver is going to win in the division no matter what. Both teams potentially resting, although seeding does matter. So I think the Chargers have a little bit to play for, but Denver's not going to want to let this one go at home. So, Tio, what did you say?
I'm taking Denver. I'm thinking the Chargers sit most of their guys.
Yeah.
And they're just happy to make the playoffs with this hobble team. And they're going to try to get healthy.
I'm going to take Denver because they're the better team all around.
Yeah.
All around.
They're
Frankie?
at home. I take the Broncos.
Okay. Arizona at the Rams. All right. This game looked like it was wrapped up, but I think Arizona's better than Atlanta. And you have to factor, and you can laugh at that if you want. I'll accept that. But you also have to factor in that this is a division game. And Arizona, may be a bottom feeder this year, but like you guys have been pointing out, these teams aren't going to stay down forever. All right, Arizona's got a pretty well-run organization. They'll find their way out of this, and I think that just laughing off the Rams or laughing them off against the Rams would be a bad idea. I am going to pick the Rams, but I just want to remind you, they did lose to the Falcons, and this is a division game. Go ahead, Frankie.
The Rams.
Taking the Rams. This is the game. Last week's the game, like you just said, you hope Seattle loses this game. Rams lost last week. That was their reset.
Reset.
Right, but here's the last point that it's making me rethink my choice of the Rams. Is seeding isn't they're not going to go down to Green Bay, who's the 7th seed. They're locked into the 6th seed whether they win or lose this game, and I just feel like if you're serious, you ain't playing Stafford past the first quarter.
Yep.
Which really gives Arizona a chance.
Jacoby
Because
Brisket.
I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna say Arizona wins.
Wow.
All right, Kansas City at Las Vegas for the number one
Shittiness.
pick of the draft. I'm taking Kansas City. Go ahead, Frankie.
Can you come back to me?
Yeah, Tio, who you got?
I don't know. Not KC.
You think the Raiders are gonna give up the first pick of the draft?
Kansas
just to
City's
say
going to win.
Okay. And I'm not trying to.
Just wanted to
guys
see what
pick
you wanted
wanna
to say.
pick, but
I just wanted to see what you would say.
No,
Frankie,
you double thought about it and realized.
No,
you'd be
they're
actually
sitting guys so
retard.
they can lose.
Sure.
I mean, they took their best player off the field. He's not even going to be in the building.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brock
he's-
Bowers is not playing.
He's playing basketball.
Frankie, can you make a pick, please?
Yeah, I took the Chiefs.
Can we say that Brock Bowers is their best player?
Could be.
Okay.
Max Crosby is clearly
I don't know.
their best player. Miami at New England.
Well,
I got New England.
so do I.
Tio,
New England.
That was easy.
they're going to be resting people too, just so you know. Washington at Philly.
Philly.
Sunday night football.
Oof. Philly. I don't know. Philly.
You said Philly too late.
I did.
Who you got, Frankie?
I got Philly, of course.
Yep. I think I'm going to go with Philly too. Just a bad year for the rest of the NFC East. Just bad year.
Eagles.
Yeah, who would have thought that the AFC East would not be the worst division in football?
Jeez.
I mean, it's historically since Brady left, been pretty easy to come by wins in that division. All right, we got one more game. We got Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
Woohoo!
This is what I want to spend the rest of the show on. Because Aaron Rodgers loses this game. Does he retire?
He should.
Nah.
Well, that's not what we said he should have 3 years ago. Knowing what you know now, is he still capable of leading an NFL team? They're on the verge of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Do you suppose he retires? And if he doesn't, does he continue to be a journeyman, or is he the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers next year? And if he doesn't, with a record that put them near the playoffs, they aren't going to have a high enough pick to get a quarterback in the draft. So give me all of your thoughts on who wins this game, and then what happens with both Mike Tomlin, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Aaron Rodgers, DK Metcalf, the whole gambit. Who wants to go first?
Baltimore wins.
Okay.
Pittsburgh's coach goes to the Giants. DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers stay.
Metcalf will be gone.
They just signed him to the highest.
Doesn't matter. He punched a fan. He's out.
You think you think that they've lost enough confidence in him that they're going to renege that contract?
Yes.
They can because of what he did.
Yep.
You think that they're having buyer's remorse enough to be like,
Absolutely. Why did the
"All right,
Seattle
we
Seahawks
got our
get
way
rid of him?
out"?
Why did Seattle get rid of him? He's a
The
hothead. He can't
league
control
of
his
second and
emotions.
third chances, dude.
Why does Seattle let go of him? Well, the easy answer for me to tell you now is because they have JSN.
Money,
Yeah,
money,
okay.
money, money.
didn't-
He did well there.
He
in
did
St.
well. DK Metcalf, though, he was always the head case in Seattle. Always.
Sure.
He would be, and it wasn't ever with the fans. It was always with somebody on the field, which actually cost them yards.
Yeah.
But if Pittsburgh loses this game, you have to at least somehow give DK Metcalf responsibility for losing the last 2 games that he was
Yes.
not able to participate in because of his own stupidity.
He hurt his team. He's
Frankie,
gone. Well,
who do you have in this game?
this is a tough one for me to pick.
I agree.
And the reason is this. I always like to pick the home teams. But does Pittsburgh have what it takes to get to 10 wins? I say yes, I'm picking Pittsburgh.
Whoa. Frankie J.
I can't pick them because for the last 18 weeks I've been saying that Baltimore's going to win the division out of nowhere. So I'd be a fool to say they lose this game in week 18. But it could go either way.
You have, but I also want to remind you that Pittsburgh just lost to Shedeur Sanders, right? You guys remember that, right?
They struggle against Cleveland, though, for some reason.
And then you also have to remember that Baltimore put 41 on the Packers.
Without their starting
in
QB.
Lambeau. At Lambeau. That's what makes this tough, okay?
Okay.
Now Lamar's practicing and he's going to play. So it's
So Dames is picking Baltimore.
no, it might make it look better for Pittsburgh. I might like better if Huntley's in
Here's
there.
the thing. You have two legendary coaches, two legendary AFC coaches. I believe they're the longest
tenured coaches playing against
coaches
the loser
in
ball.
the AFC, or in football in general. And both are potentially on the hot seat and gone. That is interesting to me. We're at time, folks. So I'm gonna say Pittsburgh's gonna win. Pittsburgh's gonna win. Baltimore's out. I can't believe I just did that.
You did. It's on
But I
recorded.
did. And that's the show. You guys got a show going on later on.
We do.
Happy New Year's to everybody, first of all. Actually, I'll
Yeah.
take the last word. You go ahead and pitch your show, Frankie.
At 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be right back here on X, for Facebooks and YouTube and Instagram, by the way. So definitely tune in. It'll be a good one. We're calling it our New Year's Eve edition. So we're excited to have it. Thanks for the plug. And Happy New Year's, everybody. Stay safe. And if you're drunk and you're with a bunch of drunk people, have the least drunk person drive home.
Wow.
Yes. T.O., Happy New Year to you, sir. Frankie,
Happy New Year.
To you. To those of you watching, guys, what a great season. What a great year. Stay with us through the playoffs. We'll all be here. What I want to say is Happy New Year to you, first of all. Happy holidays for those of you that don't want to be involved in anything else other than that. And look for this show to play again for the next couple days. And don't feel afraid to share it. Part of what makes this fun is if we can get an interaction with you and we can get everybody watching, especially for the playoffs. It'll be a shorter show moving forward since there's less to talk about. But it'll also be more in-depth and more casually laid back because we have an extra half an hour that we could land wherever we do without having to absolutely discuss 32 different games, right? That said, stay tuned for the Dames Marvs show starting in the new year. Frankie and I have been working really hard on prepping for that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Frankie is now a movie critic, everybody.
I am.
Woohoo.
And he actually says movies are good or bad based on how hot the lead female characters are. So that'll be an
wow.
interesting dynamic on the show
I love it.
moving forward. Thank you so much for everything. What a great year.
Yes.
See you next year. Good luck to your teams. Dames
Peace out.
This was a Loch 22 production. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.